Hello, testing. Good morning. Okay. Each day brings a different, mood, lightness, darkness. Right, the sun and the moon are happening all at the same time. I don't know why I've let my animals into this space of mine lately, but I just have. It just has felt good, and I've just done it, right? Just done it. The dog that eats people. Look how nice you are. I know. And then the Tootsie Roll. Okay. I did not wipe you guys down after the walk. I didn't. I usually do, and I didn't, so shoo. That way. Okay. All right, so, the last few days, wow, have been really, you guys have, bared with me during tears, during some really soul-searching times, and I am grateful. Thank you for letting me just pour my heart out and be very vulnerable, probably not even vulnerable enough, I have lots of different places that I get to go for support, passion, compassion, creativity, and one of my outlets has always been, are you kidding me? Hey, you're gonna get kicked out. Lay down. Is this music too much for you? Do I need to go back to the Himalayan singing bowls in order to get you guys to calm down? One of my greatest passions has always been an audience. I whether it's an audience of nobody, right? Whether it's just me knowing that the potential that someone might hear, not something I say, but something that comes from another universe, planet, from the sun sign when the moon is out, or when the moon is out and it's from the sun, and it's some sort of communication in there, and then I can give it out to others. That is what an audience means to me. So it's not really about me, it's more about a portal. Oh gosh, I dare say I kind of sounded sci-fi. Don't tell anybody. We are in breathing. This is our last day of Anapana breathing, our retention breathing, and then our B breathing. I know there's lovely Sanskrit words to go with those. I always have to diminish myself for a second there because it's just not my thing. So we'll start there. Nice, comfortable position. I am going to ask everyone to not only take a comfortable position, but I want you to push yourself a little further today. And today's been a day, it's been a lot about Kate, right? A lot about emotion and you guys feeling my emotion. I want you to make it about you. And I want you to try to put yourself not only in a comfortable position, but a position that might not be something that you can stay in for a long period of time. Like for me, I know that I can stay here for about 20 minutes and I'm good, right? My legs are not going to sleep or anything along those lines. So I'm gonna actually switch positions. I'm gonna put myself into a crisscross applesauce position, and I'm gonna do a little open. I'm gonna have my hands on my knees. Now, where it starts to, quote, hurt on me when I'm in this position is my lower back, okay? Now, when my lower back, and in pretty much universally, when our lower back hurts, it's something having to do with not these muscles that go straight up and down here. Usually those are pretty, I hate to say it, those are pretty tight even on people that are larger people, right? This going down. We might not see it. It's the six-pack abs. It's this outer thing, right? That's pretty strong. If I ask you to get this yellow center strong, you can do that, okay? Because that's what's holding your head up and all of that kind of stuff. It's this underbelly thing that wraps around, and I call it the gate, right? It's from either side of the hip, and it closes down in the center, right? And then when I call your lowest of lower abs is typically these obliques that are from here, and they do a V line. They wrap, they actually start way up here, and they do this V line down, and they go as tight as they can to the lowest of lower, okay? So we've got these three muscle groups, okay? So typically, the lowest of lower abs or the gate is not working all that awesome, and that's what makes the lower back hurt. Now, that's physically, okay? Now we have another level, and we're going to start to talk about that next week when we start to talk about sankharas, okay? Or tomorrow, right? Where the pain that we're actually feeling in our body is not our pain at all. It's actually generational pain. It is actually pain that we might have created, that someone else might have created in our body. It's trauma of some sort. And recognizing it, like nothing goes away until we see it, we feel it, and then we realize that it will never stay. It will always change. Law of nature, everything changes. Okay, so we're just kind of start into that idea today. So I'm in this position and I'm already in my brain going, oh my gosh, Kate, you are going to ask yourself to sit here for 20 minutes like this. I am not happy about it. Lucy's not even happy about it. She just got up and left, right? It's going to be okay. I'm going to remember that my chest, as long as I keep that guy up, I'm going to remember if I allow for the gate to be closed, and then I just kind of relax, let the sits bones do their job, right? Those guys are the bones on my butte, my ass bones. I went ahead and said it. And everything's stacked. Okay. A lot of you are already like, oh my gosh, I've got to bend my knees. Okay. I'm not going to tell you you can't move. You're not going to hear that out of me. That's not going to happen. You may move around. I just want you to keep it to a minimal, okay? You might see me move. I might all of a sudden be like, oh my gosh, I have to put my leg out. But then I want to be like, okay, can I put my leg back in? Okay, right? Gosh, is my mic on? Okay, yes. Okay, so Anapana breathing, and inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. You can use your little device here. Use your hands, find it. Use little hairs on the tops of the lip, the lowest portion of the nose, and you feel the movement in and out. Today, because we've been working on this, you might find this a little quicker. And you can be proud of yourself for finding it quicker today. Have that joy for a second, like, oh my gosh, right? I do have to say, it would be like, it is my responsibility to tell you that the joy, that proudness is attachment, okay? Now, I don't want to tell you, oh, that's bad, right? To feel that joy. I just want us to acknowledge what that is, okay? Because if we don't know what it is, even with the good stuff, then we're not going to know, and I dare say good and bad, if it's too much, right, or too little. We need to know what too much and too little is, okay? So even on that easier stuff. So finding the breath there, finding the movement where it just doesn't stop. It goes inhale and an exhale. What does it feel like? Mine feels a little cooler going in. It has a little bit more heat coming back out. Where's your brain going? Come back. Come back to the mat. We're going to start integrating retention breathing in with our Anapana breathing without us moving. And attempting to keep kind of the same rhythm, no more, no less. Take an inhale and give yourself a hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let it out, slow and steady. Feel the heat in the upper lip and hold it outside of the body. And take an inhale. Feel cool air going into the body. And hold it. Into the body. And hold it. And go out of the body and go back to your Anapana breathing, just regular in and out. While you maintain this Anapana breathing, which really our brain doesn't allow us to think about very much more when this is happening, I want you to notice the cold, the heat, the lightness. Calm. I know when I start to ask myself these questions, I start to go, yeah, Kate, my hips hurt. Yeah, you're once again, you've asked way too much of yourself. There's no way I'm gonna make it. We are. Now during this anapana breathing, taking inhale through the nose, you almost can't do it now, right? Like your brain wants to feel the sensation of calm. It likes focusing on one specific spot. Start to feel the lungs inside of you. How much you're truly using of each lung. And this is where I'm slowly sinking into what we start tomorrow with the meditation portion of breathing. I'm not going to go too deep today. Just know that we get there. There's a place where we can sit still. That there's a desire to sit still. It's a place where we are loved, no matter what. It is a place that we are honored, no matter what. It is a place that we own, no matter what. Whether we are sick, whether we are well. My 16-year-old came to me yesterday and said, "Mom, I don't want to hear you say anything bad about yourself anymore." We'll go back to our retention breathing. We are going to take this a little longer, so if it's not attainable for you right now, that is okay. Just breathe. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. And hold it there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. Down. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Try not to let the inhale and the exhale be too pressurized. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, just natural. Exhale. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, exhale. What did that change? Heart rate? Did it give you something else to focus on? Did you maybe find an extra pocket of air inside that you didn't know you had? Where's your Anapana breath? Are you still feeling top of the lip, underneath the nose? Are you finding the eyes just settling to a closed capacity, but they're not really closed? They are. There's some movement behind the eyes. There's a word for it. It's called Chitakasha. It's your mind screen. Once again, it is another application of the meditation that we will start talking about. But it's good to know what it is, that it's a thing and it's usable and it is trainable. It does not just present itself. It is like compassion. It is a muscle. Letting the breath flow in. Out. Where are we at? Are you still comfortable? Maybe give your body a little scan. I notice for me, I'm leaning my head back a little bit, so I need to pull my chin down. I don't even recognize I'm doing it until after I give myself a scan and see where I'm holding everything. What's interesting about that is when I take my chin down a little bit, I actually can feel my breath underneath my nose, top of the lip a little bit more. I can feel the cold air going in and the warm air coming out. And if you're like me, you've found yourself in a space that's pretty dang comfortable. But there's a quagmire there at the same time. I certainly do not want to stay seated like this for very much longer. My hips are on fire. But there's a mind space that I could, like, how long are you going to let me stay here kind of deal, right? Like, I don't want it to end. So how do we combine the two to where we can take this mind space with us? The calm we feel inside, mixed with the tension we feel on the outside. And give ourselves 2 more of these breaths. Inhale. One more. Gently open the eyes. I always think it's funny, the dog that stays in here with me whenever I am meditating or breathing is usually Lucy. Please send your legs out in front of you. Feel the stretch on the back side of the legs. I like to pull my toes back, not unnaturally, but just naturally. That would be an active stretch where I'm making the stretch happen versus wrapping a strap around. I will let you guys know I did buy some new cool equipment that I'm super excited about, which half of you guys are going, oh God, she has new torture equipment. Actually, it's pretty amazing. So it's not quite torturous. All right. So now we've let the outside of the legs, giving ourselves a little bit of love there. Go ahead and take your right leg out to the right, pull the left heel into the groin. Excuse me, Lucy. I'm gonna just move your head over a little bit, and just let your body fall forward. Now, you'll notice when you fall forward, your one butt cheek, the extended leg butt cheek, wants to come up. So let's just say the 3 o'clock, side butt cheek wants to come up. So your driver here is going to be your 9 o'clock hand, right? So that, guys, what's going to allow you to push back down and take your 3 o'clock hand to the 3 o'clock foot and just let the body fall forward. And if you can, I want you to come back to your Anapana breathing here. So inhale through the nose. It's going to be a little more challenging. And out. And slowly pull yourself up. Leave your 3 o'clock foot out to the side. Take your thumbs to the ears. Press those little earlobes down. Remember, you've got your ring fingers right there. This is your B breath. And you're going to close down the nostrils. Inhale. And exhale. I believe we did 3 of those, guys, so you guys remind me that we did 3. And I like to lean back to switch out the legs. Sorry, Lucy, did not need to mess you up in your nap there. And your 9 o'clock leg, it goes up to the side. Your 3 o'clock foot comes into the groin. And as you lean yourself forward, you're going to notice, right, 9 o'clock hip starts to lift up. Your 3 o'clock hand becomes the driver. The more you can press down on the 3 o'clock hand, the more you can push down on the 9 o'clock hip. So let your body come forward. I personally noticed that my 9 o'clock hip is having a wee bit of a challenge this morning, and that's okay. Also like to let you guys know that a cat and a dog that typically don't hang out together are both in this room together. This is like the room of peace or something. Ooh, we need to start having our family meetings in here. That's really smart. Okay. Go back to your Anapana breathing. Inhale. And exhale. And gently, please pull in your lowest of lower belly, those wrap around guys like a girdle, and then the gate closing in between the hips. That's going to give you the ability to move back up and down. All right, let's take our little nanny boo-boo. That's what I think about every time. Ugh, just childhood, traumatic. All right, thumbs, ring fingers. Take an inhale. I'm gonna switch mine out. All right, so I took my, like I don't usually like in front this time, for us to say our goodbyes. The next time we meet tomorrow, 6 a.m., God willing, my alarm goes off again. We will start stretching into Dharma, so we'll start going into meditation. It's not as scary as it thinks. We did quite a bit of it today. 3 gorgeous breaths. I'm hoping I don't hit my dog in the head. All right, I might. Inhale. Inhaling. Exhale the heat. One more time, inhale. And exhale. The light that lives inside of me, that is always there, loves, honors the light that lives inside of you, that is always there. A sharing, contributing, gifting each other. When one of us is weak, another is strong. The sun and the moon are happening at the exact same time.